www. Never lay claim to something that is not yours or not your business to be involved with. And be aware not to use the words my or mine when speaking to authorities. This all relates to that legal name that was given to you at your birth. Remember, all things legal are all things fiction.
And until I get things settled on my own, I got other things in my own heart that need to be settled. My own conscience. So I'm not really out to push anything. All I know is I'm settling the matter, and I'm doing it the way I know how, which is give it to them. It's their job. Most people want to argue and present their claims and want to fire their attorneys fire the attorneys and put liens on judges and shit like that. And what they don't realize is they're actually, they're getting rid of the one guy and they're getting rid of the crossover. That's what an attorney is. He's a crossover. He's a transmitting utility. They're getting rid of that. Next, they're engaging in economic warfare. Lastly, they're interfering in matters that don't concern them, and it is a fault to interfere in matters that don't concern you. And since you're volunteering your time and your effort into this case, you must wish to be joined. So the punishment will embrace you as well, because those consenting and those perpetrating are embracing the same punishment. All those are maxims of law. You can trace everything a judge, anything any one of these people do. I've seen it. I've looked at their court cases. I've listened to what they've said, and I can go on this page right here, look at these maxims, and pull out 3 or 4 every time I do it. Really easy. And tell them why it's failing. Because you're doing this. You're interfering in a matter that doesn't concern you. That name is none of your concern. Has nothing to do with you. Other than the fact you're using it. The only time it has something to do with you is when it comes time to pay a bill and they give it to you. And when someone gives it to you, you go, hold on a minute, why are you giving it to me? Who said I was the one liable for the name? Where is that stated? And even where it was stated, where the hell is the meeting of the minds? Because U.S. citizens will be held liable for all debts. They can't argue it. They have to accept it and pay it. That's what it says. And if you want to claim to be that name, well, then you're the 14th Amendment citizen. You're a U.S. citizen. Now shut up and do your job. But if you look at that 14th Amendment, it never states anyone born outside of the United States, even if they're subject to its jurisdiction, still aren't citizens. They're not liable. You have to agree. That's what the 13th Amendment for is, involuntary servitude. Everybody volunteers to serve. Everybody volunteers by their actions, inactions, and express and implied acquiescence. Because nobody is where they is without their own doing.
They will know you by your fruits.
That's right. And if you're going to wage war against them, well, then guess what? They're going to they're going to go with the nuclear option on you.
You're outgunned, buddy.
Yep.
Paper terrorism, man. That's an act of warfare against the states.
Yep. Paper is a weapon of war. I believe Captain America said that. And yes, I use quotes from everywhere. Because no matter where it is, I don't care if it comes from a quarter or comic book. It's all the same shit. It's all in the land of make-believe anyway. But paper is considered a weapon of war.
So, in a sense, what you could be saying to me is that the dilemma that I am in is really all in my mind.
Yes.
Yep.
You just have to change the way you think. That's all anybody has to do is just change the way they think. Let embrace the Armageddon. Let it all burn away, all that crap, and just change the way you think. Repent, and you shall be saved. All repent means just change your way of thinking.
Stop the insanity. Stop doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah. I mean, all these religious zealots out there, man, have everything all just worked up in the people's minds. And, you know, you bring up this stuff, and everybody's like, well, I'm not going to do that because blah, blah, blah. Like, well, you don't want to change the way you think. I mean, I don't know what they think repent means. I have no idea what people mean, what repent means. You say the word repent to people, and automatically they go, Christ, Christians, religion, this, that, and it gets a nasty taste in their mouth. And it's like, no, repent just means change the way you think.
So when you, and what you call paper as a weapon of war,
Yeah.
you do everything.
Everything is
You
verbal.
represent, or everything is verbal.
Everything is verbal.
Right. In the moment, when you're there.
Right.
When you're there.
Right.
So what means is the reality situation is the absolute current moment in time where you are and what you say and do.
That's right.
There is no evidence that they can bring forward that they can count on.
Only what you give them, your testimony.
Only what comes out of your mouth, because it's first-hand knowledge. None of those people in that courtroom have first-hand knowledge.
Unless they're mind readers.
Yep. And even then, I have to doubt that because I'm not. Because how can they prove they read my mind?
Yeah.
We'd all have to be interconnected with one mind, and right now we're not. We've separated ourselves from it because we all believe we're separate.
Well, we're greedy.
Yep.
So we got to hide our thoughts from our brothers because we're out screwing them all the time.
That's right.